I'm going to discuss 5 countries where you can purchase a property and get permanent residency or direct citizenship. Buying that property can do 2 things for you. One is reduce your taxes down to next to zero in most cases. I'm going to prove that to you. Now, while I'm saying all of this, this is not immigration, legal, or tax advice. You should always consult a professional, or alternatively, you can click the link, book a call. We can set you up not just with the residency or the citizenship, the direct citizenship in some cases, but we can also assist you with the right tax professional who can do that for you. Before I jump to the first country, if you're new to this channel, and if you feel that this channel adds value, gets you new valuable information, please take a moment, look at your subscription, and if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and turn that subscription on. It helps me get you breaking news on time. The first country on this list is in the EU. It's the nation of Cyprus. If you purchase a property worth 300k in Cyprus, what you get is an immediate permanent residency. Now, permanent residency is one part of the puzzle. You got to strike a tax residency if you're looking to reduce your taxes down to zero, right? And how do you get tax residency? You get tax residency by living in the country. Now, typically countries ask for half the time, which is 6 months. But here in these options that I'm going to discuss, these are some of the lowest physical presence to trigger tax residency in the world. Now with Cyprus, if you sign up for this golden visa, and we provide end-to-end services with Cyprus, if you sign up for this golden visa, you get your home. So you're not donating, you're not giving anyone anything, you're simply purchasing your own property in Cyprus for 300k euros. So you have your home. That's one part of the puzzle that proves that you have a property in Cyprus, that you have an attachment to Cyprus. And then you got to physically be in Cyprus for 60 days only. So just 2 months and you trigger tax residency. Now, how do you, let's say, go down to 0%? You do the 60 days in Cyprus. You don't stay in any other country for up to 6 months. So you are a perpetual traveler, an expat. You're traveling, you're moving paces. And then obviously you trigger or activate your Cyprus tax residency. Now, Cyprus is a territorial country. So if your income is from outside, you're not paying any taxes in Cyprus because, again, it's territorial. Then that way you have your home, you have your permanent residency, you have a territorial system, you have a foreign income exclusion. And then in 3 years, 4 years, or 7 years, based on the skill set, your language abilities that you can prove to Cyprus and a couple of other criteria, you can naturalize in Cyprus. So that's the first country on the list where purchasing a property can get your taxes down to zero. The second country on the list is Mauritius, and in Mauritius there's a fast track to citizenship by property purchase. There's a direct permanent residency by property purchase, and the criteria is 500k USD. You make this purchase in Mauritius. For starters, you get a direct permanent residency, no permit expiration.
The permit length is as long as you own the property, so you don't have to renew that permit. As long as you own the property, you have the right to reside here.
Wow, that's really extraordinary. So they don't really have to worry about, again, dealing with immigration. Once they have the property, they keep it as is. Then they have a lifelong open permit. They can reside and come and reside whenever, however long. It's like a citizenship without a passport, essentially. So you buy a big value added benefit. Safe country, beautiful beaches, friendly immigration. Tax advantages: if you strike a GBC, you're looking at a 0 to 3% corporate tax. And if you're drawing your salary as dividends, then you're paying 0% on that. At the same time, you can claim foreign income exclusion. Like I explained before, the same principle applies. And then you enter a fast track, a 2-year fast track to citizenship in Mauritius. And does Mauritius allow a dual citizenship?
They do. They do. That's my case. I'm French and Mauritian. My mom is Mauritian. My dad is French. So yeah, I used to know Mauritius since I was little. So I've seen Mauritius changing throughout time.
The criteria, as I said, is the 500k in property. If you're not interested in striking citizenship, then the property could be worth 375k and you still qualify for permanent residency. But if citizenship is important, you want to enter the fast track, then 500k is the key figure here. And we have a team dedicated to Mauritius on the ground, working on different aspects: the GBC formation, the residency filing, your tax matter matters and all that kind of stuff end to end can be taken care of for you. So we have a full in-house service for Mauritius and any of the countries that I'm mentioning on this list. The number 3 country on this list is where you can get a direct citizenship for purchasing a property. The key figure over here is 400k in property purchase. What are the tax advantages? The tax advantages, the latest breaking here is the 20-year tax holiday rule that was just published, proposed by Erdogan. And here in Turkey, and I'm talking about the Turkish citizenship by investment, you make a purchase, you buy a property for 400k USD, and you trigger 2 things. The 20-year tax holiday helps you pay 0 taxes in Turkey, helps you with the foreign income exclusion for up to 150k from the US, and that way and again, the citizenship is immediate, direct. You don't have to wait. There's no fast track. There's immediate filing, and in 8 to 12 months you can obtain your Turkish nationality. You have security inside Turkey. So that's the number 3 country. The number 4 country on this list is one of my favorite countries. No golden visa fees, none of that crap. Here you're getting a direct permanent residency if you have $1,200 per month in income. Most of my viewers, most of you guys, yes, you watching qualify for this one. There's no excuse to not get this. This is one of our most popular offerings. $1,200 in monthly active income. So yes, it could be a job salary, it could be from rental income, it could be a combination, it can be pretty much anything. And you don't have to prove this for a certain amount of time. As long as today you're earning that much and you've had some history with it, it usually satisfies, and our team works with you in creating all the documentations that are required. There's a tax holiday in Uruguay.
They invest 500k. Let's say they buy a property of 500k in Uruguay, then they become a tax resident without physical presence?
It's 60 days plus 500k, or live just 6 months per year.
Oh, I see. So 6 months per year automatically, because they're physically living there for more than half the time, then they become a tax resident, or then a combination of 60 days and 500k in the country, and they pay 0 taxes in Uruguay for the next 10 years. So like a tax holiday.
Exact tax holiday. That was the word that I wanted to say.
The criteria is 500k in property, 60 days of physical presence, and I did skip Mauritian tax time. The amount of time that you need to stay in Mauritius is 3 months each year for 3 years, and then you trigger tax residency, or 6 months you trigger tax residency, and then each year after that it drops to 3 months per year of physical stay. Coming back to Uruguay, 60 days of physical presence, just like Cyprus, 500k of property, and you become a tax resident. But let's say you don't want to be a tax resident, or you don't want to avail the tax holiday in Uruguay, then you don't need to purchase that 500k worth of property. Just showing the $1,200 a month can get you the permanent residency. And at any point, as I said, you are interested in Uruguay or any of these options, you know what to do. You can click the link, we can have a quick chat and get you started with any of these options. The Uruguayan passport can happen in 3 years on your permanent residency if you're applying with family.
You can apply for citizenship, and the process takes around 6 months to 1 year to get the passport. But
really?
You need to leave.
Wow. Yes, so that's how fast it is? 6 months to 12 months?
Yes, but
the Uruguayan passport is super strong. It has the Schengen access. You can add a paper golden visas from the EU. Beautiful passport, beautiful country, friendly immigration, safe country, tax advantages. How could you miss out on this? This is a no-brainer, and most of our American clients, most of our Western clients typically go for Uruguay by default. There's no thinking involved. Before this changes, this is the time to trigger Uruguay. The number 5 country on this list is a time-tested solution. It's the Panama permanent residency. How do you trigger this? If you're an American, then there's a friendly nations visa qualification, and Americans are not the only nationality that fit this. There's several other nationalities on the friendly nations visa list who can qualify for this one. 200k USD in a property, you qualify for a direct residency. In a couple of years, you upgrade it to permanent residency. In a total of 5 years of stay in Panama, they have some flexibility, and there have been some proposals of waiving the physical presence, but with decent amount of physical presence in Panama. It uses US dollar as the main currency. It's a territorial system. It's not going to charge you on foreign income. So yes, you can avail the foreign income exclusion and get tax advantages in Panama, but at the same time, you can work towards that all important Panamanian passport. Now, before, historically, this country wasn't awarding citizenships that easily, but with change in leadership, there's been a lot of talk that process has been streamlined. A lot of applications are now moving forward. So this is a citizenship play starting 2026. A lot of people are eyeing this, and a lot of people would apply for that citizenship. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Which is your favorite country to start your citizenship in? Which country would you like to purchase real estate from this list? Is there any other country that makes more sense to purchase that property? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and catch you in the next one.